Right back to get you on the right side, not the wrong side. It's the Boss and the Sauce Show. And we got my man Wham OG rolling with us today. And we're going over the Mid-American Conference College Football Preview 2019 right now. Oh yeah, it's the Boss and the Sauce Show. It don't stop. We keep the party going just like back in my DJ days, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it going right here in the Mid-American Conference 2019 preview of the Miami Redhawks. That's Miami, Ohio, for those who don't understand. The Miami, Ohio Redhawks. Not the Miami we're going to shortly, but stay tuned for more stuff about that. But let's jump right into this Miami team. Now, Coach Martin reaches his 6th year here at Miami. Yet he only returns 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Now, the athletic director over there got to be heating his seat up a little bit this year. They must, at some point, get more than just 6 wins. You know, this guy is basically underperforming in his time that he's been here. He went 6-6 last year, but he was a decent 6-2 in the conference. But they got to get over the hump if he wants to continue to keep his job right here at Miami, Ohio. But the offense will rely on a freshman this year, quarterback A.J. Mayer, who has a great group in front of him. He has a nice wide receiver set, and he also has a decent O-line to help him out. But the injuries from 2018 on the defense can help or hurt him this year. We talked about the injury situation before. Players get injury. Injury is one of the most hardest things to get over in sports, period. And injured player coming back is either going to succeed or it may be the downhill, downslope of his career. But this defense is going to definitely need to put the offense on the field more often so they can break in the new quarterback. And only time will tell what goes on with Miami, Ohio this year in this 2019 season right here. I'm calling for, I don't know, man. Let's talk to the fellas about it. I can't really give a win total yet. Let's see what my man BigRagoo has to say. BigRagoo, what you have to say about this one?
Okay, Miami Redhawks, excuse me. This is a team in the conference that's used to being, somewhere near the top of the conference year in, year out. They're kind of like in I want to call it setback mode, but just kind of like a rebuild mode. With they're kind of young in the quarterback position. They are battling. They do have a battle for the quarterback position between Williamson and Mayer. Mayer's a freshman and Williamson's a sophomore. Wide receiver wise, they get a couple of juniors and the lead receiver Luke Mayock. He's a senior. He's probably going to be the go-to guy. Last year they're coming off of a 6-2 MAC season, which is not too bad. 6-6 overall record wise. This year they got them projected to go a little bit south of the border. They're probably like maybe like a 5-win season, maybe 6 wins, get back to where they were at. But overall, they're going to probably be like a middle of the pack team. Even though they got a projected 3rd in the conference, they're still going to be somewhere in the middle as far as the wins and losses go. So it's definitely a rebuild year for this squad, and better things on the horizon. What do you think about it, Wham?
Man, BigRagoo, I think you're right. It's more of a situation. They only have 10 returning starters from last year, so they don't really have that much cohesion or leadership. As far as they're looking for the leader right now in the middle of this season, in this off season at this moment where they're doing their practices as far as the fall camp practices. But I mean, as far as the schedule doesn't look that scary unless you look at the earlier schedule. But one thing I did notice when I was looking at their schedule is that the MAC always has some sort of cupcake within the first 2 games because they play Tennessee Tech on the next week, the second week there. So they play Ohio, then they play Tennessee Tech, then they play Cincinnati. 2 teams that's probably definitely going to beat them. They got to win that Tennessee Tech game or they're not going to really see that many wins this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, their schedule is a little tough. Like you said, Iowa, Tennessee Tech, Cincinnati, Ohio, and Buffalo. So they could be looking at 1-4 and then Western Michigan 1-5 real quick. So
Yeah.
it can get
Real
ugly real fast for that. And then you got to squeak out a few W's after that. But like I say, it's going to be character building mode. The coach himself, he's been there 5 years. He does have a losing record. So who knows how much longer he'll be around if he doesn't turn things around within the next year or two. So he's on the clock. He's on the hot
Yeah,
seat.
he's
What do you
He's
think, DJ?
absolutely on the hot seat. I totally agree with you guys saying this is definitely a rebuild, step back year. And this goes back into my thing about coaches in the fourth year, and then you got your fifth year, and then you got your sixth year right here. Now, 6 years into the program right here, he comes back with 5-5. That kind of tells me, I don't know how enthusiastic he is about staying here at this program. So I'm not going to expect too much out of this squad right here. I believe that they may just do mediocre this year. Maybe right back 6-6, 7-5 tops. Anybody else got a win
Yeah,
total on
I
this
agree.
one?
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking
mean,
more along the same. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
was thinking
thinking
the
the
same
same thing.
a little bit, probably. Yeah, me and you both. I'm thinking the same thing right there. I mean, that they definitely have to win like the close games, the toss-up games that the MAC offers. But other than that, I don't know. It's crazy, bro. This is one of those teams in the MAC that you gotta look probably week by week and kind of gauge into what they're gonna do before you make a decision on any of these bets. You know?
That's what it is
Yeah.
right there. And I can't trust the team 100%. But once again, like I said, on the end of all of these sectors, is that when that Wednesday come around or that Thursday early game, I may be putting a wager down on one of these MAC teams. But let's move on over into some more of this, man. We having the ball. Y'all feeling good? Y'all having a good time on here with me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
bro.
That's
Oh yeah, man. It's a pleasure. It was a pleasure letting you guys, let me hop on with you guys. Crunching down the MAC, everybody's favorite conference. Let's go,
Hey,
man.
that's what it's all about right here on the Boss and the Saw Show. Everybody stay in tune, stay connected. Make sure you subscribe, like, follow, notify, all that good stuff. We're going to continue to bring the hottest content on the internet right here on the Boss and the Saw Show. Let's go to the next team.